Hi, I'm at Pantazi. Pardon the noise in the background. My neighbor's putting in his dock. Beautiful day out here. A lot of people are going to be boating today. There's a lot that's already gone out this morning. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about Kyusho Adoption and two of the main hurdles that people face when they're adopting, or that they oppose the Kyusho for. One being that they believed it was pressure points and the TCM model and that nonsense, and it's not correct. Okay, we're working with real structures: the nerves, the blood vessels, the muscle spindle cells, the Golgi tendon organs, the organs themselves, the sympathetic system, the parasympathetic system, the nerve system, the central nervous system, the reflexes. We're working with brain waves and brain function and functionality of the human body and physiology. So we're getting past that now. People are starting to realize that. People are starting to adopt that model rather than the pressure point model. Long, hard work, but worth it in the end. People will see the realities. Now we have to get people past one last hurdle, and that's that it's knockouts. And they don't believe that you can do a knockout in a real fight, which is stupid, because in boxing and MMA you see it all the time. You see it on the street videos. There's a lot of different knockouts, okay? And it's just planting your hand the right way at the right time. But not doing it by mistake, not doing it accidentally, not doing it luckily, doing it on purpose, okay? And training to do that on purpose. But another thing that the people are having difficulty with is the pressure points are not it, the knockouts are not it. The reality is Kyusho works all over the body. If you're doing an arm bar on someone, it'll make it much more efficient. If you're doing a blood choke on a person that takes 3 to 5 seconds to occur, you can affect the nerve first to get a spontaneous, and 1 second their body will go into dysfunction, and then you can seat the lock in a lot tighter and get the knockout in a lot faster time. So you could do that with leg bars, arm bars, grappling on the ground, striking arts. You can strike into the body. The expose we did recently on the snake Sichin, and with Dr. Jacob McClintock explaining the ramifications, the rat Sichin from before. All these real targets. The Sichin are mentioned in the Bubishi, but the Bubishi was after real targets, the blood vessels in particular. It's not neurological, but you can adapt very quickly to the neurological system, and that's basically what we do. We don't want to do the blood system because the blood takes a little longer to affect. It causes permanent damage, and it can cause permanent ramifications on the body. The nerves don't affect the body in such a drastic manner. It does in the beginning. It's a quick, instant dysfunctioning and incapacitation of the opponent, but with no permanent lasting injuries, and in fact with no observable injury or damage. Whereas the blood vessels, if you're attacking the blood vessels, you're going to have hematomas, and it's observable. Okay, so if you get taken to court, you're going to be in a little bit more trouble. So once you get past the hurdle of that Kyusho is not pressure points and Chinese medical based terminology or paradigm, and into the real structures of the body, that's hurdle number one. Number two is it's not knockouts. And to get Kyusho to work for you in a real fight, it's just the way you train. Okay, you take a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu lock or a position on the ground. Okay, you can teach that to anybody and they can know it, but unless they train it, it's not going to be real for them. So it's the same either way. So don't just think that Kyusho is the thing that you'll never be able to use in a real situation. It's been used by so many people, myself included, as I mentioned before. Police officers from around the world are putting it into their routine every day, using it and getting much better effect with no damage and full compliance. So those are the hurdles that are keeping you away from learning the Kyusho? Oh, there might be one more hurdle, and that's, yeah, you have to educate yourself again and train some more stuff. All right, but isn't that the beauty of the martial arts? Isn't that the fun of the martial arts? Is discovery, investigation, research, accomplishment. So don't just rest on what you've done so far. Always push yourself, okay? And if you're at that peak, say you're a 6, 7, 8 dan, and all you're doing to get higher dans is putting in your time and doing political things for the organization, or sponsoring seminars, whatever it is, all right? Put in a little extra effort and get some additional training, some additional knowledge. The worst thing you could do at the end of it is just discover different ways and better ways to do your martial application. And if you do kata, better ways to figure out your katas. So again, the hurdles of Kyusho, they're non-existent. They're only in your mind. And as soon as you can reconcile yourself to that and start learning it, the sooner you're going to get much more depth in your martial art. Thanks for watching.